Hello and thanks for joining us. This is The World Now. We begin in the U.S., where millions of people in Florida are rushing to leave their homes as Hurricane Milton races towards the state's west coast. Milton, a Category 5 storm, is expected to hit the Tampa area tonight. This is the 11th hour, officials say, as they urge people in dangerous zones on Florida's west coast to evacuate. We have more details in this report.
Hurricane Milton, a powerful Category 4 storm with maximum sustained winds of 145 miles per hour, kept tracking eastward early Tuesday as it churned just off the north coast of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Milton's path is expected to bring life-threatening conditions to parts of Florida when it makes landfall as expected today. Earlier Monday, Milton's winds surged past 175 miles per hour and beyond, exceeding the threshold for Category 5 storm by a significant margin. The storm's wind speed had more than doubled in 48 hours. Forecasters with the Hurricane Center predict the storm will strike Florida's western Gulf Coast as a major hurricane in the middle of the week.
Apprehensive, really anxious. We have 2 young kids. It's scary.
Residents in Boynton Beach are now prepping for the storm. The city offered free sandbags to help protect homes from Hurricane Milton. Several locals even brought their own bags to try and snag some sand. Officials say the sand acts as a barrier to divert moving water instead of it going through buildings.
I live close to the water, and I have a lot of sliding doors that I want to get prepared for because I am worried about flooding. I'm in a flood zone. And so when I heard about the sandbags, I came right down here. Yeah, we're as ready as we can be. I
ready?
Yeah.
Is it the first time you got, a hurricane?
Not my first hurricane here, but I think the first major hurricane.
All right. What about you?
Well, I've been through several. We just had to deal with Hurricane, and now this is the second one, and I just came over from St. Pete.
Right now of people going and filling up.
Tampa mayor says Milton has a possibility of bringing close to twice the amount in storm surge, hurricane force Category 3 or 4 winds, and a great deal of rain in an already saturated community.
As we have said and you have seen continually through the weather advisories and alerts, that we are going to be significantly impacted by Hurricane Milton. Hurricane Helene was a water event, and that was devastating for portions of our community, especially those along our waterways, which are 126 miles worth of waterfront property in our community. Milton has a possibility of bringing close to twice the amount in storm surge, hurricane force Category 3 or 4 winds, and a great deal of rain on our already saturated community.
Flood water brought by Hurricane Milton could expose people to a potentially life-threatening infection, Florida's Department of Health warns. In a statement, health workers say the concentration of potentially life-threatening Vibrio bacteria, commonly found in warm coastal waters, may rise after heavy rainfall and flooding. The bacteria can cause illness when ingested or when open wounds are exposed to contaminated water. Joe Biden continues to direct evacuation. Videos show long queues of vehicles moving out of Florida. He says Milton has the potential to be one of the most destructive hurricanes in West Central.
Right now, I've been briefed by senior leaders of this administration and who are driving our preparedness for Hurricane Milton, which could be one of the worst storms in 100 years that hit Florida, and continued efforts on Hurricane Helene. I've directed this team to do everything it can to save lives in our communities, help our communities before, during, and after these extreme weather events, and that's being done. That's being done. I've spoken to all the political leaders in the region, some of them more than once, and I've told them anything they ask for they can get. We've given, and we've got an overwhelming response, positive response from everyone from the governors of Florida up to North Carolina.